I'm Amy Neal, and I am the local acupuncturist of Lake Lure. I'm licensed in the state of North Carolina. Before that, I was in Hawaii. And the company that I will be practicing under is Sacred Living Wellness, Acupuncture, and Integrative Medicine. Well, so we got here September of 2020. So not very long, but we have owned property here since 2016. My family came and visited the area. We fell in love with it. We're very active, and we love outdoor activities. So the beauty of the area, along with the convenience of being able to do so much outside, is what brought us here permanently. Well, we haven't been here that long. So we haven't gotten to do a full summer yet, but we do love hiking, so we've done a lot of that. And over the winter, we got to do some snowboarding, and we're really excited about the water stuff. Like, we did a lot of stand-up paddling and things like that in Hawaii. So. That's a really common question that I get asked. I went to college for psychology. I was going to be a psychologist. But after I got my bachelor's, I had the opportunity to work with adolescents, doing that kind of work. And while I was doing the work, I saw that a lot of the kids that I was working with were on all sorts of pharmaceuticals. And they relied on them for just overall health. But what I also noticed during this time was that these medications weren't fixing anything. They were just masking symptoms. And to be honest, a lot of them were just walking around just dead, just lifeless. And it really felt powerless for me in what I was going into. So I decided to take a break from that. And at the time I'd started my master's program, but I just decided to take a break and kind of rethink what my goal was with the psychology thing. So I ended up traveling around, and I had the opportunity to teach English in South Korea. So I went and lived in South Korea for a while. I had the opportunity to travel to different places around there, and I had the most amazing opportunities to go up in the hermitages and work with the monks, and just seeing their lifestyle. They lived these simple, healthy, amazing, natural lives, and they were beautiful, radiant, youthful. And they incorporated natural medicine. They incorporated healthy food. They just incorporated health into their life. And so watching them and experiencing this has really what led me, I think, into this passion of the Chinese medicine and acupuncture. I think as time goes on, especially in our country, one of the things that is being the most recognized for is pain management. It is a very, very effective way to relieve acute and chronic pain. Studies are also showing, however, that it is effective for a wide range of disharmonies. It can help with digestive issues, autoimmune disorders, arthritic conditions, migraines, headaches, insomnia, fertility, even the mental, emotional. And then there's another whole wide range it can treat, but this is what studies have shown it to be effective for, are some of these things. Well, let me just talk about a misconception, because one of the misconceptions about acupuncture, and really about just our way of thinking when it comes to any kind of medicine anyway, it's like, oh, let me just go try some acupuncture and see if that works. But really, when it comes to natural health of any kind, and even really any kind of health at any time, it's a team effort. I'm working along with you on your wellness journey, along with whatever health practitioners you have as well. So it's a team thing. So you don't just come in and say, okay, fix this. It doesn't work that way. And really to understand how acupuncture works is also very beneficial, which we can get into at another time or whenever. But if somebody comes here, what happens is they will sit down and we'll do a full health history, and we're just gonna have a talk, a really good, long conversation about what's going on, when it started, and just kind of, and just get to know each other really well, so that way I know how to go about treating them. I'm very, very clear on any kind of expectations up front, because you're right, some people don't like needles. and just decide we don't have to use needles. In my practice, I do incorporate a lot of pediatrics as well. And so, with them, it's just out of the question. You can't. Or they're just not ready for that. So there are many non-needling techniques under the umbrella of Chinese medicine that I also incorporate. So I will make sure that when someone comes in, there's a clear expectation of what we're going to be doing. Then we're going to set up. I'm going to find out what the treatment goals of my patients are, and we're going to set up a treatment plan together that's attainable for them and that will work. And then under that treatment plan, what it entails, there's an acupuncture section, how many sessions you need or how many sessions I'd recommend, but there's also an herbal supplement recommendation. There's a lifestyle and a nutrition recommendation as well, because again, with acupuncture, it's guiding the body back into balance. So it is one modality under an umbrella of Chinese medicine. So we need to incorporate several things in order to really see the healing happen. All the time, Terry. I'm constantly amazed at the level at which people can get better. It's amazing to me. I've had clients come in wheelchairs, not disabled, but because of chronic injury or acute injury. I've had people bent over so far that they couldn't stand up. They both ended up walking with no pain. I've had women become pregnant after trying for years. I've worked in collaboration with patients going through chemo, where their quality of life improved because the symptoms, the hard to handle symptoms that chemo brings on, acupuncture can help with those side effects. I've seen things like diabetes, rheumatoid arthritis go into remission, women experiencing menopause having no symptoms, menstrual irregularities, premenstrual syndrome, reproductive disorders, all of those things. It's amazing the level at which I have seen people get better in so many areas. I think it's because, we're not trained under the paradigm that the Chinese are trained under when it comes to medicine. We're trained to think, okay, let's take medicine and get better. We have this, we're sick or we're well. And so even my training, I had to go through this thorough training to really kind of rediscover a new way of thinking about health and the body in general. So what we've been led to believe in this country is that when we feel bad, we're sick and we need medication or pharmaceuticals to get better, right? I've learned to not define sick and well. I've really just learned that if you have an integrative approach in your lifestyle and you live healthy, you eat well, you view food as medicine rather than something convenient, all of those things are creating balance.